What's up guys, Panic here, otherwise known as Panic Picnic. Today we're going to be taking on the final mission for Tess, and it's going to be Shivers. I've lost to him a few times actually. He's pretty hard, mainly because he'll be doing a full weapon-based build, which is kind of a pain, to be honest. He'll just buff it up, and it's almost hard to get rid of. That being said, we're going to go for a pretty fun build. We're going for Jade right now. I started off with 1 mana, and started off with my hero power costing 1, so it's not too bad. The reason why I'm spamming these small rocks so I can go ahead and get these Jade Shurikens up as fast as possible, so I can get the combos going. Like I said, he does a lot of damage, and I don't really have anything to heal. I actually think I might lose, to be honest. Let's go and build the Jade Shuriken. And let's go ahead and scavenge 2 more Jade Shurikens. Like I said, we're trying to get as many as possible for right now. I'm actually pretty worried, because like I said, this guy does a whole lot of burst damage.
This only works on the simple-minded.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the small rock, the Jade Shuriken. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in another Jade Shuriken, and I'm gonna go and get a Jade Shuriken back. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, this bear shark, as fast as possible. That's really the one I really want to get rid of right now, because he's doing I can't really target him, and these Tinker sword spawn oils are really gonna be a pain. But like I said, I'll be able to attack him this turn with my Jade Golem, so I'm not too scared. Hit him in the face. Just throw a rock at him. Jade Shuriken. Jade Shuriken. And we're gonna get some more Jade Shurikens. Because right now we're in the damage. We're trying to get as much damage on the board right now as possible. That is not what I want to see. But it's not too bad. And plus he's already used his spell, so it's not too bad at all, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him with a Elven Archer. And then we'll just, like I said, we're just gonna Jade Shuriken him. Because like I said, we're gonna have, eventually, he won't be able to hit us in the face until because we're gonna kill him faster. That's at least my plan. I mean, until he gets that lifesteal, which is gonna suck. I mean, that 9 damage isn't gonna be... Alright, he's at least targeting our minions now, so... We're deemed pretty much too big of a threat. So, we're too big of a threat right now, so every minion we're gonna be summoning is gonna be doing more and more, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do a Sinister Strike. And we're gonna Jade Shuriken that guy. We want a big guy on the field. Want a big guy. And let's go ahead and scavenge some more Jade Shurikens. I know, like, it's a little bit boring, but hey, this is an easy way to win. I mean, he's gonna have to deal with my people. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, the really another good part about it is we don't really have to fully worry about like a lot of his minions, and the main reason why is because we're just gonna Jade Shuriken most of them. I think, let me scavenge a Jade Shuriken. Shuriken. Yeah, let's throw her out there. And main reason why is because it's going to be costing 1/1. So when this guy dies, he's going to go to my hand. He's going to be a 1/1. So now I have a 1/1. So I'll always have ammo for these Jade Shurikens. I mean, this King's Bane is already pretty big, as you can see. It's a 9/3. And once he gets this lifesteal up, this is really where the biggest problem is for that I was having. Because you have to combat him. Because you have to know you're going to combat him. Otherwise, in my opinion, you're just going to lose. So let's go ahead and summon our 1/1 Jade Golem. Let's get some Jade Golems. Like I said, I'll show you the full deck list once we win. I'm going to miss lethal here. I'll go ahead and show you the full deck list on this one. Like I said, I recommend going Jade. It's, in my opinion, the best.
Your path brings you closer to me. Can your final champion also triumph?
Alright, so let's go ahead and look at my deck. So that way you can see kind of what I was going for. I would recommend Crystal Gem. It was actually my second one I picked up, but starting with an extra mana crystal is really good because it allows you to use your ability right off the bat. And if you don't have anything in your hand, I mean, if no spells have been cast at all during the game, you're gonna get a rock. It's gonna be a rock that costs 0 mana but does 1 damage, and that's actually really good because you can go ahead and once turn 2 starts hitting up, you can start throwing out these Jade Shurikens. A big thing to note is when you use your ability, you actually don't get the rock back, which is a little bit sad. That being said, my second ability is Cult of the Wolf. It's a passive. You can use your hero power twice each turn, and it costs 1 less. In other words, my hero power costs 1. That's really what you saw at the beginning of, if you're watching, is that I would always use, because I would start with 2 mana, I would immediately use my passive twice. So I have 2 rocks in my hand. With my 2 rocks, the second I get a Jade Shuriken, I'm immediately good. Because the Jade Shuriken, like I said, is really the meat of this deck. It deals 2 damage, and when it's a combo, you're going to summon a Jade Golem. It's going to start off with 1/1, and it's going to work its way up. We all remember that meta, and it was still kind of a pain. That being said, it's really good because you can still constantly recycle it. The rocks will use 0, and then you can just constantly keep throwing Jade Shurikens. A lot of the stuff in this deck, as you noticed, is actually pretty garbage. And I was really just trying to stick with my Jades. That is really what is going to win you the game, and that's really what won me the game. My Elven Archers, like I said, this was really just my 1-drop. Most of these were just 1-drops to really just initiate my Jade Shurikens. Blood Mage Thanalos, if you can pick him up, he's actually pretty good because you don't get a whole lot of card draw on this deck, and the spell damage being, even if it's just +1, is actually pretty good. So you're not really worried about anything because your Jade Shuriken is going to be doing 3 damage. And also, if you pick up anything along the way, you're always getting something. Especially if you can just drop him off and do Fan of Knives. I mean, that's 2 damage across the board. It's always a pretty good thing. I was going to go ahead and do Gang Up. The only reason I have Gang Up, I didn't really use it. And the main reason was because you already saw the combo. It's just hero power, trying to get as many Jade Shurikens as you can as possible. The Gang Ups are only when you're running out of cards. And especially in the early game, when you don't have a lot of deck, Gang Up can actually save you. You can go ahead and throw in some Jade. You can actually throw in Jade Golems, which it adds up in the end. Especially if you get some of the other ones that lower the cost. I am running Jade Swarmer, only 1 right now that I was able to pick up. I wouldn't really recommend picking up Jade Swarmer. It's not the best because you've got that stealth and that wait time, and you really are just waiting on that death rattle. And in my opinion, the Jade Shuriken combo was just a bit better because it has a lot of recyclability to it. Patient Assassin, like I said, is just useless. Like, I just picked it up because I thought I may need it, but Jade Shuriken is really just the best. You really want to just try to mill out as much as you can. And when you mill, you want to try to get at least, because as you can see, I'm running 5 of these right now. I want to try to get at least 1 Jade Shuriken in my hand. Or if I don't get it in my hand, I'm going to be... if I don't get it in my hand, I'm gonna know I'm gonna get it with. I'm gonna get it shortly. I'm gonna try to maybe get Blood Mage Thanalos for that card draw. But if anything, I can do a whole lot of stalling because I'm running evasion. It's actually pretty nice because after your hero takes damage, become immune this turn, you can actually dodge a whole lot of damage on some of the hero powers that they use. Like if one of their minion dies, it does a whole lot of AOE. And this will pretty much just block all that damage and you don't really have to worry about it. And I think that's actually pretty good. Like I said, I'm not really running anything too amazing. I would go for Enchanting Tune if you can get this. You can gain control of an enemy minions and set their attack and health to 1. This is actually one of my favorite ones that I got along most of my runs. The reason why is because, as you can see, I only had 45 HP. If I had something higher, it would be good. But this just pretty much makes me steal the enemy's board, which is always pretty good. I mean, I'm still getting their abilities. Like I said, I didn't really run out of black balls, but I mean, I had them. These were just in case, like, I didn't really get. I was having trouble with getting my jades out. Other than that, like I said, my name's Panic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is how you beat the Witchwood's final boss. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the picnic table. Have a great one. Bye.